Hey you guys, what's up? It's Anime Blaze coming to you with another video, that is right. And as a lot of you guys, well, probably don't know, I've actually been gone for the past 2 or 3 months to finish up my senior year in high school, which I can gladly say is done and out of the way. And within that time of me being gone, a lot of different stuff happened within the anime news, as far as licensing and different stuff happening. And while you guys probably have heard a lot of this stuff already, I thought that I might as well give my own take on it because, well, it's what it's my opinion, but I wasn't here when all of this was happening, and I didn't get a chance to voice my thoughts on it. And a lot of you guys watch my videos anyway, just because you like, I guess, to hear me talk or something. So I figured I'd give my opinion on that. So the thing that I'm going to be talking about in this particular video is going to be the news with Sailor Moon and how Viz Media got their hands on it, and how it's actually pretty good in my own opinion, and it's been a while. So yeah, let's go in on that. So as many of you guys know, back in the day, um, when I guess Toonami was just Toonami, well, as you guys know, Toonami pretty much made anime kind of a staple kind of thing, or a standard, to which everything else pretty much took off. It's what made anime well known kind of in the first place, in a way. Not saying that it was, but um, and a lot of the anime that first started to premiere on it were Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Saint Seiya, Flame of Recca, those anime. And looking at it now, I mean, it was pretty good. But as you guys mostly know, Dragon Ball Z pretty much took the lead and is like the only anime to this day that is still getting re-releases on both Blu-ray and DVD remastered. Freaking like every single movie that you know about it, you can still get your hands on it. It's that, and you know, just revisions of it and just different stuff of it. It's still going strong, and it left every other anime that was in the Toonami block back in the day in the dust. Um, One thing that I don't think too many people know about though is that Sailor Moon, it might have had, it might have been just as popular as Dragon Ball Z. Don't knock me on this because I'm saying this. It might be right, it might be wrong, but I think that Sailor Moon might have been just as popular because, from what I remember, if you weren't watching Dragon Ball Z, you were watching Sailor Moon, and if you weren't watching Sailor Moon, you were watching Dragon Ball Z. It went that way. And with a lot of people liking the series and everything, I think it was pretty cool that a lot of fans liked it. And with it being out of commission for so many years, I guess eventually it became somewhat of a cult classic. And with that happening, you guys know what happens when something becomes a cult classic. Fans flock to it. The original fans flock to it. They tell people about it. Other people just happen to see it, and they come to it and raise it up there to try to give it the attention that they think it needs and they think it deserves. That happened with Sailor Moon. And if you guys remember a few years back, Funimation sent a poll out, I guess through their website or somewhere else, asking people, I guess it was their members, but they're asking people if they would like to see Funimation redo the Sailor Moon series. And for the most part, they got nothing but positive responses. People said they wanted it, if it was possible, they wanted to see it remastered, redubbed, everything that would have been said in the original, since it was taken out. They want to see that back in there. The original relationships, I can't remember what it was. It was like a lesbian relationship between two characters. They wanted to see that in there because in the original one that premiered on Toonami back in the day, since this goes back to my video of whether anime should be censored or not, to either make a quick buck or to just censor things for certain audiences. Not Toonami didn't do it, but another company did it. They decided to take that relationship and make it seem as if they were cousins. And fans eventually caught on with how the characters were reacting to each other in the show, and it's like they seemed a little too close to just be quote unquote cousins. So that became very apparent that it was a lie in the first place. So I mean, they had to do what they had to do to get it over here. I'm not knocking it too much for them for trying. I mean, it's what got it over here in the first place. But at the same time, I wish they just left it in its original format, so we wouldn't have to, like, change all this stuff in the first place. But yeah, they wanted to see all that stuff left, and unfortunately, I guess Funimation, people were asking Funimation like, hey, what's the status on that good old Sailor Moon project? Unfortunately, Funimation never got back to them with that response. So people just kind of assumed that Funimation dropped it. And I think they confirmed that they actually did. And that was kind of disappointing because that was like the only hope that people had at that point in time of like, oh, well, we kind of want, Sailor Moon in its original form. And I actually started watching Sailor Moon, was it like a year or so ago again, to try and, I guess, relive or remember what happened and stuff like that. But see, where Funimation left off, Viz Media and all their infinite goodness that they are with anime decided to come and give this little project, not just a spin. I mean, they must have been thinking about this for years, but because this is a lot of stuff they're promising us, and they are actually going to go through with it. So, as most of you guys probably know, and if you don't know, the anime company Viz Media has acquired the rights to Sailor Moon. And not just the original, also the new one that is going to be released or is going to start coming out. I think it's called Sailor Moon Crystal, which is coming out in July. Now, what they're going to be doing with this, with both series, well, the new one, they don't really have too much work to do. That work is pretty much cut out for them with the new animation technology and stuff like that. So I imagine they really won't have too much work to do. But Viz Media doesn't really release too many Blu-rays, so they're putting a lot of money and effort into this project. So I appreciate Viz Media for this. Viz, if you're listening, I appreciate you. What they're going to be doing is they're going to take the original Sailor Moon series. I think they're going to take all 8 seasons and all of the movies as well. All the seasons and all the movies, they're going to be remastering it and putting it on both Blu-ray and DVD. I don't know about you, but I'm going to skip the DVD part and try to go mainly for the Blu-ray. But, I mean, just the thought of that. Something that hasn't been out for like so many years and so many fans have been waiting for. Their dream is finally coming true and it's finally being realized. That is what I'm freaking talking about. That in itself is not a fail within the anime industry. That is a major gain. We have not seen in like forever. And that to me is pretty cool. That is really cool. And also, I should probably mention that in case you guys don't know, Viz Media has started, I think they started about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they've started streaming, no, it's probably longer than that. But they started streaming episodes of Sailor Moon, starting from episode 1. I think they're going to go all the way from episode 1 to like wherever it ends or something. They're putting those episodes up on Hulu, so if you guys want to watch those and all of its original glory uncut, I mean, it's subtitled, so I mean, you guys don't like subs, well, you could probably find the censored version on a different website, dubbed, but I wouldn't be complaining. So, I mean, it's there in case you want to watch it. I should also mention that Viz Media also has the same idea in mind with Funimation, what they were going to do. They're also going to be redubbing the series, which that's going to take a while. I mean, I don't know if they plan on using the same original voice actors. I imagine they might use 1 or 2 if they're just around, but in all actuality and practicality of things, I imagine that they're just going to pick any random voice actor and or actress that they see has good voice talent and compare that with the original voice, I guess in the Japanese one and maybe the English one, and see if they can fit that role really well. And honestly, I'm not complaining too much because a lot of people say the original one was stupid anyway. They changed a lot of the information that was originally supposed to be in it. So, I mean, who knows? But I don't know about you guys, but I'm freaking psyched for this. I actually am gonna. I don't care what anybody says. I'm actually gonna go out and try to buy the Sailor Moon series just because. I mean, especially if you're an anime fan, I mean, it really shouldn't matter what kind of series it is. I mean, if you like it, then it's all that really matters. To me, the reason I'm getting is especially because since it's an older anime series that people have been waiting to get their hands on for the longest. I might as well take advantage of that and go into it anyway. And I haven't seen the complete thing anyway. And, aside from that, I haven't seen the entire series or really any of the movies from what I remember. So I might as well jump in on that. I'm also psyched for the new one. I want to see what new animation that they plan on using. I mean, because the artwork for it looks really, really good. And from what I hear, in Japan they're using some of the original voice actors and/or actresses um, in this new one to, I guess. I mean, they're well known, so I guess a lot of people over there are like, "Oh man, this is going to be so epic! I know these people from such and such time." So I'm epic, I'm epic, but I'm really psyched to see that and see how it turns out with the animation, the story, and I especially want to see if this story is going to pick up from where the first series, I guess, yeah, series left off, because I mean it's been freaking well over 10 years since the last one ended, so it's going to be interesting to see if it picks up where the other one left off or if it just starts like a brand new series and sees, where it's going to go with it. Maybe it'll turn into something like Saint Seiya Omega, where it's like a new, updated version of the series, a few new characters, new villains, stuff like that, and just keep going. Who knows? But either way, I'm going to be following this whenever I can and keep up with it and give you guys updates. Um, that's all I got about this, guys. So, with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing off saying never doubt your capabilities because you never know what you might be able to do. And I will catch you guys later and whatever it may be happening that I decide to do. Later.